It's fun. I like it. Today, I say we, it makes me feel like I'm a little closer to the audience. Nailing this down. It's where I want it. I got my marks down. I got to prep the track. I want to nail it down into place. I want to drill the holes for the wiring to go through. When I'm done, I want it to look, well, a lot nicer. And we're going to be going through that because it's like so many things. It's not just as simple as throwing some nails down. I'll explain that. Imagine this is a nail. Better find something for it to nail into, huh? Okay. Track, nail. When it goes through, what we're going to end up with is the diameter of the nail is going to have to displace all of this material from the track. So when it does it, it's going to be pushing it down, and it's going to be cracking it, and the hole, like it's going straight in, will look like jagged cracks all around it. And I might even lose a piece or two. This is not good. This doesn't hold all that great, and it damages the track. Don't want to do that. What I want to do, here's a track. I'm giving it kind of a three-dimensional look. I want this to be a hole that I drilled into it. It's supposed to be round. I want the hole to be slightly smaller than the size of my nail. So when the nail goes through here, this will press up against the side of it. And it'll kind of hold it in place. It'll be fairly firm, but I won't damage the track at all. Since it's nice and uniform all the way around it, all the forces pointed in, and no cracks, it'll hold much better. And I will not damage the track nearly as much as if I didn't put it in a hole. So let's go over how we're going to do this. Here on the track, the Kato track, on the back side of it, right here, see that guy? That is a spot that we are going to drill through. It's already preset. There's a couple of them to anchor down both sides. Most of the pieces of track have it. So instead of driving down through here, I'm actually going to be drilling from the back side up into the top, since I know where the hole is there. Get good support, no problems. I've gone ahead and set up this drill press so that you can see what I'm talking about. And now there is my hole. It looks nice and clean. We're going to start nailing things down. I made up this very simple jig. And it goes right up against the side, and the track goes right up against it. I'm going to be doing this all the way down so I can get the track just as straight as I can. So I got my jig, very simple to make. I got a couple little nails here, pliers, a punch, hammer. Very simple. Now that I have the track exactly where I want it, I hold the nail, I use a punch so I don't accidentally hit the track on either side and damage it. As small as N scale is, that would be catastrophic. Looks good. Let's look at that up close. Make sure this piece of track is right up against my jig. I align my nail to the hole I already drilled. These angled pliers make it real easy. One punch. There we go. I got the first piece in. It's nailed down really well. It's aligned just like I want it. That's very important. If you get the first piece wrong, you spend the rest of your layout trying to correct for it a little bit. For what I'm doing, it drives me just bonkers. So I got it in right. I'm happy with it. I disconnected the track from this switch. I have this switch right on my marks where I want it. So what I'm going to do here is, got my little pair of calipers. I measure between the two spots where the wire can come out, because it's channeled so it can either come out the left side or the right side. In our case, we're going to go down. I got the measurement of that. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to drill a hole right in the middle. I'm going to enlarge the hole, and then I'm going to pass the wire through it, and we'll see how it looks. Measure. Make my mark. I'm going to do my pilot hole. I got this drill bit because it's 1/2 inch, which is what I decided I needed, but it's also set up where I can chuck it up in my drill. Looks good. The reason I use a pilot hole is because on the bigger drill bits, they do great for drilling, but they're not so good for making the hole to start with. And this will just keep it exactly where I want it. Gives me better control. Clean up our little mess here. Time to feed our track plug. That's why the hole is so big. Right through the hole. Just barely fits. Lays nice and flush. Good. Now we're going to nail this down. We're good to go. Now it's all nailed down. Wires go straight to the bottom. Hello. Looks a lot nicer up here. Later on, when this is all looking really nice, we'll go through the bottom of it and we'll show how to make everything nice and neat and safe. This process will be repeated to the entire yard, and it's going to take a little time. But that's just it. It's fun. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it in the first place. When I'm done, I'll be rewarded with a train layout and yard that I built, we built together, and it's unlike anything that you can get anywhere else. It's my imagination come to life with a lot of input from my friends. So every time I'm running it, or I have friends over and we're all running it, or Andrew comes over and he's running it, it's something that we share together. It makes it a little more special that way. Till next time, have a blessed day and try and stay warm. Bye from Dad's Train Room.